Hello, everyone, and welcome to an introduction to ASQ3, Ages and Stages Questionnaire, 3rd edition. This PowerPoint is adapted and presented by the PERT members of Mariana's cohort. Me, Michelle Romano-Sanger, PERT social worker, Nancy Dean, Learning Disabilities teacher consultant, and Carl Lewis, school psychologist. Why screen? To detect delays early, to improve child outcomes, to encourage parent involvement in education. Screening is recommended by major educational and medical organizations, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, Head Start, Early and Periodic Screening, Diagnosis, and Treatment Program, Medicaid's Children's Health Program. Additionally, the New Jersey Department of Education established Child Find for preschool students and mandates screening for all 3-year-old and new or non-screened 4-year-old students. The ASQ3. The ASQ platform is similar to CORE. The ASQ3 will be taking the place of the EZIR. Instead of the teacher sitting with each child individually, the parents will be completing the questionnaire, then sending the completed ASQ3 to the teacher for review, which is accepting or rejecting. That will be discussed later on. We will have 3 months of free tech support for which we will receive the contact information of the Jersey City customer service representative. You can contact them with any issues, such as if you can't log on or are having trouble navigating after watching the training video. ASQ at a Glance Part 1. Type of screening. It is a developmental screening tool. Who gets screened? 3-year-old students, non-screened 4-year-old students, and EZR rescreened students that were not yet screened prior to the pandemic. Please check Infinite Campus for this information. Who is not screened? Students with an IEP and 4-year-old students who were screened and or rescreened last year. The areas screened are communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, and personal social. ASQ at a Glance Part 2. Number of items, 30 in total, 6 in each of the 5 areas. The questionnaire reading level is at a 4th to 6th grade. Who completes it? Parents. Estimated time to complete, 10 to 15 minutes. How is it scored? Automatically, once it is accepted by the teacher. Languages purchased, English only at this time. Years in development, 30 years. Validity and reliability. New standardization is based on 18,572 questionnaires for 15,138 children. This is an exceptionally large standardization sample. The sample mirrors the demographic mix of the U.S. population and includes underserved populations and children of all socioeconomic statuses. The strong technical data improved even further with the 3rd edition of the ASQ. Reliability, the test-retest is at 0.92, which is excellent. The inter-rater reliability is 0.93, which is excellent. Validity, 0.82 to 0.88, which is excellent. Sensitivity, 0.86, which is excellent. And specificity, 0.85, also excellent. Training is not required, but encouraged. Note the cutoffs generated from this standardization are working well in the use of the ASC3 around the world. What is ASC3? It is used to accurately identify children who may be at risk for developmental delays. It is designed to encourage parent involvement and education. It is low cost, reliable, and rigorously tested. It also offers online questionnaire completion and online data management systems. The Jersey City Early Childhood Department has purchased the online parent questionnaire and ASK Enterprise data management system for multi-site organizations. What is ASK3? The third edition of a widely used developmental screening tool, a series of illustrated parent or caregiver completed questionnaires.
Okay, I found this on.
How was ASK3 developed? The ASK initiated in 1980 at the University of Oregon. Authors reviewed other standardized tests and studied the literature extensively to design a better tool for screening. ASK skills were selected because they are easily observed or elicited by parents at home. The first edition was published in June 1995, 26 years ago. The ASK3 was published in June 2009. Why choose ASK3? It is proven accurate by new research, highly reliable and valid. Anytime screening, expanded administration windows so the intervals are seamless from 1 month through 66 months. Fast and easy scoring. The Jersey City Early Childhood Department has purchased the online platform. It educates families and is parent-friendly. It is strengths-based. It's easy to share results and talk about a child's development. Screen with the ASK3 in 3 simple steps. Step 1, try the items, answer the questions. Parents can easily try activities with their child. 3 simple responses, yes, sometimes, or not yet. Step 2, score the questionnaire. Professional score in just 2 to 3 minutes. Step 3, get the results. Copy the child's scores to the information summary page, interpret results, and determine follow-up. Let's take a look. The next 3 slides will explain the 3 steps. Step 1, try the items. Parents can complete the items of the questionnaire alone, or a teacher and teacher aide together can help guide the parent through completion if there are literary concerns or a language barrier. Most parents can complete a questionnaire in 10 to 15 minutes. Be sure the date of birth is correct because that is how the correct age interval is selected. Step 2, score the questionnaire. Professionals score the questionnaires with a simple 0, 5, and 10-point scoring system. Scores from the 5 areas are transferred to the information summary page. Scoring can be completed in 1 to 3 minutes. Jersey City has purchased the online platform, which scores the questionnaire automatically after the teacher reviews and accepts the questionnaire. Get the results, step 3. Review the child's scores and compare to standardized cutoffs on information summary page. Interpret results and determine follow-up actions if needed. The white area scores are above the cutoff and developmental appears to be on schedule. The gray area scores are close to the cutoff, and that preschooler needs to be provided with the ASK supplied learning activities and scheduled for another screening, a rescreen. Parents of children with only white and/or gray scores will receive the information summary page directly from the classroom teacher. Children with black area scores are below the cutoff in those areas. Parents of children with any black scores will receive follow-up from the pre-K coaching team to discuss ASK3 results and next steps. Review results of screening with parents. Say the following verbatim to describe each of the 5 total scores at the top of the information summary. This can be found under number 3 on the information summary. If the child's total score is in the white area, it is above the cutoff and the child's development appears to be on schedule. If the child's total score is in the gray area, it is close to the cutoff. Provide learning activities and monitor. If the child's total score is in the black area, it is below the cutoff. Further assessment with a professional may be needed. Teacher follow-up actions. On section 4 of information summary, if scores are all above the cutoff in white, check no further action taken at this time. If there are any scores close to the cutoff in gray, check. Provide activities and rescreen in 1.5 months. For any scores below the cutoff, black, notify the pre-K coaching team who will also follow up with the parent and the teacher. The ASK3 product features will be discussed by Nancy Dean, Learning Consultant. Nancy?
Thank you. The ASK3 age intervals. Questionnaire intervals for Jersey City will be 36 months, spaced 3 months apart, 42, 48, 54, and 60 months, spaced 6 months apart. The ASK3 age calculator helps select correct intervals. However, Jersey City is having the automatic scoring, so the online platform will automatically score. Elements of ASK3, areas and questions. 5 developmental areas: communication, gross motor, fine motor, problem solving, personal, social. 6 questions in each area. Questions are in hierarchical order. Questions number 5 and 6 are average skills for children of that age interval. For example, a 12-month skill for a 12-month child is not a 16-month skill for a 12-month child. Response options: yes, sometimes, not yet. Written at a 4th to 5th grade level, making it easier for the parent to understand and complete the questionnaire on their own. For parents who need translation, a staff member who speaks their native language will be needed. Interpretation may be needed if the parent does not understand the concept in his or her native language, and the translator may need to explain some concepts. Now the dashboard. You'll notice that some of the upcoming slides are a little grainy. They have actually snipped from the webinar by the company, just so you can get a sense of what it looks like when you actually get on it yourself. So let's take a look at where the orange stars are, and you'll see there's a star for the home page. This is the home page. You'll see a star over by a question mark in a green circle. That question mark will take you to different webinars that you can watch to help clarify some areas you might be having difficulty with. There are some announcements down at the bottom by the orange star, and also the resource corner and the quick links. This is the child profile dashboard, and you'll notice the stars on the left where the quick links are to add a child profile, which is when you go and you put your children into the system. After they've been added, you'll see a mock classroom down at the bottom by the second star, and you'll see the names of all the children and their identifying information. Here's a sample of the 48-month cover sheet. And this, of course, is a sample of one that was done by hand, because we're going to be using the online scoring, but this is a sample of what it would look like if we were doing the paper score. Here's a sample of 2 areas. These are both fine motor and problem solving. So you'll see some of the samples. You'll see drawings. Those same drawings will appear in the online version. You'll see the teacher scored 5, 10, 0. That's done all automatically once the parent hits yes, sometimes, or not yet. This is a sample of the overall section. So any questions that need to have information typed in, here it's written in because it's the paper version, but if it's typed in, if it asks a question and they want to know what the child says, then the parent is to type in what the specific words that the child would say, or specifically what they're looking for that particular question. Okay, this is the teacher view as provider under screening management. So you'll see screening management is highlighted at the top. And then you'll see the word new under status. So the orange star is right by the word new. So as soon as the questionnaire has been accepted, it will appear on the dashboard of the teacher's view of the dashboard, and it'll come up as a new accepted questionnaire. Here, there are 3 family access screenings to approve or reject, and you'll see the orange star at the bottom, and in blue it says there are 3 family access screenings to approve or reject. So that's just letting you know when you go to family access, and you'll notice the orange star by the baby's face. When you click on family access, that's where you're going to see if any of the parents have returned the completed questionnaire to you via the platform, and then you go on to look it over, or it gets looked over and it's either approved or rejected. This is also in the family access, and you can see on the right where it says preview. So that's where it would be clicked for you to go on and to look at the screening results. So you can preview, and then on the left, you'll see accept, 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 reject. So, and we'll talk about when to do that a little bit later. Okay, so you'll see here the sections where the orange star, you'll see star is, you'll see 6 of 6, 6 of 6, and then you'll see a 5 of 6, and then at the bottom, overall 9 of 9, or 8 of 9, I can't see because it's a little blurry. However, in the box I've typed in, acceptable scores are 6 of 6, 5 of 6, 4 of 6. If you see in the items completed 3 of 6, 2 of 6, 1 of 6, or 0 of 6, then that's a reject. You'll want to reject the questionnaire for the parent to complete again. So if any of the 6 areas has a rejectable score, then the ASQ should be rejected and completed again by the parent. Okay, this is accept and attach questionnaire. So you can see, just showing you the orange star, and once you select the student, you're accepting their scores. So you're accepting the questionnaire because the scores are in the acceptable ranges. Okay, this is a printout. This is the summary, the information summary. So the teacher goes to the new and sees this once the questionnaire has been completed. So when they go in there, you'll see the stars, and they have actually, on the online system, you have stars, and those stars are all in the white area, which means that the child is developing at a typical pace or rate. And we'll talk a little bit more later about the gray and the black areas. But that's what it will look like. Elements of the ASQ3 information summary. Each ASQ3 interval has its own unique summary sheet. Each summary sheet has the following sections: child family information, the bar graph that we just looked at with the cutoffs and total scores, the section for recording overall responses, section for noting follow-up action to be taken, optimal section Individual item responses, it records the responses for all the items in one small box, eliminating the need to look back at the pages of the questionnaire for the answers to the individual items. So that's like when you're typing when the parent is typing something specific in. Sample 48 months information summary. You'll see the star at the top showing you it's the information summary, and you can see this is a hand scored one, so it's actually comes up as circles. And you can see this child has some areas in the black, which for this child in particular, John, its communication is in the black area, and so is problem solving in the black area. So that means this child has 2 areas that fall in the black, and this is below the cutoff. So this would be a child that would be would receive follow up for the black areas with PERT. And they have 1 area in gray, which is the fine motor in the center, and 2 areas in white, which are developing at a typical rate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'll be talking about the scoring ASQ 3. Yes equals 10 points, sometimes equals 5 points, not yet equals 0. Transfer scores to information summary page. Compare child score in each area to cutoff score. Cutoff score is based on the empirical research. Scores falling in the white area indicate that your child is typically developing. There are no concerns at this time. Scores falling in the gray area means that the child should be supplemented with ASQ providing learning activities, which you will find on the website, and another screening which will be scheduled within 4 to 6 weeks, similar to the EasyIR screen. 1 to 2 standard deviations below the mean. This is note taking. Scores falling in the black area means the child may be at risk for developmental delays and should be referred to the coaching PERT team and lead teacher, which is 2 standard deviations below the mean. That means there's an area of concern. Key points. It is vital that the preschooler's date of birth be accurately entered. The date of birth is what the online platform uses to calculate the appropriate version of the questionnaire. For example, 36 months, 42 months, 48 months, etc. Once the version is selected, a link to that specific preschooler's version of the questionnaire is generated. So it's very important to have the chronological age assessed to determine what is a starting point for the child. The link is sent to the parent so they will be able to access their child's specific version of the questionnaire. Once completed by the parent, it is returned to the teacher via the online platform. Key points. Parents should be encouraged to answer all questions and reach out to their child's teacher if they need clarification or any questions prior to finalizing their child's questionnaire. Once one of the 5 areas are begun, they must be completed before moving on to the next area. If parents skip or do not answer, or there are too many blanks in one area, the questionnaire may be rejected by the teacher, as should be. At this point, the parent will need to complete the entire questionnaire again. ASQ product family. ASQ 3 starter kit will include the following: the user's guide, set of questions, quick start guide. It's available in English or Spanish. For this year, it will be in English only. The Jersey City Early Child Department has purchased 1 kit per site that is earmarked to be kept in the pre-K grade level rep class at the public school or in the director's office at the daycare. The ASQ User's Guide includes how to complete instructions, strategies for a wide variety of settings, and for working effectively with families, technical report, and intervention activities, which is very beneficial. I enjoyed looking at it. You should look at it for each chronological age of the child. It provides activities to be implemented within the home environment. The ASQ3 questionnaires. Sturdy, user-friendly box with handle. That's the material. Questionnaires on paper and CD-ROM in one convenient package was located inside the box. Jersey City will be using the online platform, not paper versions, since we're not in person. Supplemental materials will include the following: parent conference sheet, child monitoring sheet, tab dividers. English version will be used at this time only. The ASQ3 materials kit will include the following: convenient access to items needed for the ASQ3 screenings, includes a sturdy tote bag and instruction booklet, and see a list of included items at www.agesandstages.com. ASQ Pro and ASQ Enterprise. ASQ Pro account for single site programs. As far as Jersey City is concerned, we will be using the ASQ Enterprise account for multiple sites since we are working with public schools as well as daycares. ASQ Family Access, online completion for parents via a secure, customized URL. Optimized, so the parents can utilize the information to assess their child or screen their child with the following. You can use a desktop, laptop, Chromebook, as well as smartphone. So there's multiple ways the parents can have access to the website to screen their child and forward the completed documentation to the classroom teacher for further analysis. ASQ Online, web-based management and questionnaire completion system, is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. So parents can work any time of the day and night and weekends with their child. Automated scoring for accuracy, efficient reporting to help analyze progress, sample letters for communication with parents, import export functionality, API functionality to transfer ASQ data to other data management systems. Rollout time, this is very important. February 3rd, which will be our professional development day, webinar with Q&A with coaching team and receipt of key codes and tech support contact info. Between February 3rd and February 8th, teachers enter student profile for those students who will be screened. Demographic information, for example, student's name, ID, parent contact information to include email and ways of communicating with the parent. Compile a list of parents in need of translation and staff that can act as translators. Request translation interpretation by notifying principal or daycare director for home languages for which parents would need assistance. February 8th, parents receive a letter emailed through CORE, which is the platform that will be used, to reach the parents' landing page on the ASQ platform. Between the dates of February 8th to 16th, parents complete their child's ASQ and return the questionnaire to the teacher if completed electronically through the ASQ platform. Teachers, in conjunction with the teacher assistants or translators, help parent by phone, video conference as needed for language, or if the parent might need or want help. Teachers begin to review, accept, or reject return ASQs. Between the dates of February 17th and 18th, teachers reach out to parents who have not returned a completed questionnaire to help them complete it. Teachers reach out to program social workers or family workers if unsuccessful in reaching the parents. Rollout time continued. February 19th, teachers entered the screening results into Infinite Campus. February 22nd, teachers check follow-up actions and print the information summary for each student. As indicated before, for students with all total scores in the white area, no further action is necessary. The child is typically developing as they should. For students with total scores in the gray area, check. Provides activities and rescreens in 1.5 to 2 months. For students with total scores in the black area, check nothing. There is an area of concern that needs to be addressed by your PERT coaching team. Continuing, February 9th through 25th, teachers follow with parents, print, generate, review, information summary. See question 3 on information summary and say, if the child's score is in the white area, it is above the cutoff, and the child's development appears to be on schedule. No concern. Gray area, if it is close to the cutoff. Provide activities and rescreen within 1.5 to 2 months. Black area, it is below the cutoff. Further assessment with a professional may be needed. Then provide ASQ learning activities for those students and obtain 3 possible dates and times parents is available to meet with the pre-K coaching team. February 26th, teachers print an email class summary to supervisors and copy PERT specialists. March 1st, for students with total scores in the black area, teachers email PERT specialists the name of the student, the date of birth, parent contact information, whether via phone numbers and email addresses, 3 dates and time parents are available to meet with the coaching team and teachers for follow-up regarding total scores in the black area and the necessary steps that will have to take place at this time. Okay, ASQ online demo. This link has been provided to you. Click the link and it will take you to the video. Be sure to unmute the video and place it on full screen. Enjoy. Okay, more information, Infinite Campus. You see the web address there, as well as the ages and stages. At this time, we'd like to say thank you for participating in this professional development webinar, and we're looking forward to speaking with you this afternoon. Take care and be safe.